I have the need to paint. I'm always using my artist's eye to find something that I can create with. You know, there was a guy in the Bible named Bezalel, and he was from the tribe of Judah. And God filled him with the spirit of wisdom, of understanding and knowledge, and of all kinds of craftsmanship. Now, he had to learn the skills, but he did, and he served God and decorated the temple. Well, I want to show you some things that I created and painted besides a canvas. I want to start with my painted chairs. Now, these chairs came from my parents' basement. They were something that we used to stand on when we were painting a room, or one of my parents' room. They even have some scuff marks from saws as my dad put his foot on them and sawed a piece of something off. And so when my parents were gone, I created a chair to represent each of them with things all about them. This was the first one I painted. It was after my dad passed away. And these are all things that represent him. The little pieces of corn, he was always growing something. The sleigh bells where he played Santa for my children at school. Oh, those violets. I think of those violets and the burpee seeds. Those are fond memories for me. Now, when my mom passed away, I had to make a matching chair, and I happened to have the second chair. She loved her rose. There was one rose bush. My mother was not a gardener, but they had one rose bush, and there I have it. She was always sewing. She was always cutting vegetables up from my dad's garden, and those memories make me smile. Each of these chairs is painted on all four sides with something that represents the family, something that means something to me about each of them. And I can set these chairs at the dining room when we're having a meal, a holiday meal, and I feel like they're with us. Old cabinets can be especially fun to paint. I found this one in the basement of my grandma's house. I believe it's a jelly jar cabinet. No jelly in it today. I made this for my dad. He loved birds. The killdeer there at the bottom. Actually, my mom too, because you see the little bee. She loved little things like that. Come around to the front, and you're going to see the pump, the butterfly, and on this side, the Baltimore Oriole. Notice that I painted the cabinet white first. I didn't fill the whole thing up. I could have put more on, but the barbed wire continuing around makes it a little bit interesting. On the inside, if I can get there, I have one little tidbit left. Wooden boxes are great to paint as well if you can find them. I found this at a garage sale, and it was pretty ugly at the time, but I painted my wedding flowers on it. Since they were live, all I have are photographs, but now I have a painting of them. Old windows are a lot of fun to paint too. I kind of got obsessed with them. You saw the bunny window downstairs. And here's my fall and winter collection. I put these on my mantle. I string lights around them. One thing you want to be aware of though is that often these old windows are painted with lead paint, which is toxic. So on the white one, I actually put polyurethane over the paint. I liked the rustic look of it, but I didn't want it flaking off in my house. Roof slate's always fun to paint on. You can do anything with it. You can cover it to the edges. You can keep the rustic look. Your dog can come and help you paint too. That's what happens at my house anyway. And of course, for all you artists, there are always canvases to paint on. They come in so many shapes and sizes. You're really only limited by your imagination and how you see things. My dogs like to participate. I'm going to end with this. You see the brightness? This is a window in my church, and it's so big, but it's so far away that we often don't see the detail. I wanted to show them there to you today. I want you to remember to draw near to God, and God will draw near to you. This is Mrs. Burtner. Bye.